that old time religion.
What's up, guys? It's Adam from Old Time Religion Radio. It is October, and so it is time for a fall edition of 5 Favorite Records. No criteria, really, just that I like it, that it's unique, and that it's in my collection. So here you go, 5 Favorite Records, starting off with, yeah, you've heard a lot about him. Here, I'll hold it up close there. White Mystery.
Out of control.
White Mystery does everything themselves. It's the DIY, do-it-yourself attitude with them. More than their music, really, I like their ethic. And they tour relentlessly. Very cool band. But this particular edition, Greenway Records, which is out of New York, puts together like limited edition 45s and singles for bands. White Mystery contracted them to put out this one to promote their new album, Out of Control. And it is basically Out of Control on the first side and Best Friend from their latest album, Out of Control, on the B side. As you can see, kind of this cool orange splatter deal, very neat. And one of the best things about it is this unique artwork. You can see on the back, and you can even feel this album artwork is just crazy, indeed Out of Control. And again, that's hand stenciled by an artist that they hired for the job. If you think that your vinyl should extend as a piece of art outside of the music, so the packaging is part of it, and now these days with the color vinyl, the record itself is part of that artwork as well. White Mystery is Out of Control. I don't know how many of these are available, but check out Greenway Records for some really cool 45 single releases from rock bands. I've actually got a couple more coming from them in the mail soon. So, White Mystery, Out of Control. Next up is The Nice.
Now a king of flies.
We lost Keith Emerson earlier this year to suicide, unfortunately. But this is a Polish import that I got, I believe I got this curbside from a guy who moved out down the street and left all of his records out on the curb. It's a beautiful thing about New York City. But Keith Emerson and The Nice. The Nice was one of his first bands in the early 60s. They were kind of like early prog meets garage, right? Like some weird psych overtones to it as well. Some tracks that you should look out for from the band that are pretty common is Flower King of Flies, very heavy riff in that one. Diamond Hard Blue Apples of the Moon, kind of like a Beatles Magical Mystery Tour ripoff. And of course America, their 7-minute, wordless protest song. Keith Emerson, I pull this out all the time. It's a shame that he went out the way that he did, but I guess he went out on his own terms. So Keith Emerson, check out The Nice when you get a chance. Next up is another new one, and I reviewed this one on Old Time Religion Radio Hour, OTRRH.com. It's a review of this one from the Harlequins. I was lucky enough to have the guys from Dizzy Bird Records out of Grand Rapids send me this as a promo. Very nice of them to do, and they sent me a few other things too. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool garage stuff, a lot of cool psych stuff, a lot of cool drone stuff coming out on that label, Dizzy Bird Records. But this one really, really struck me as being a quality record. These guys are basically just like classic garage rock, and there are a lot of bands doing that kind of thing that they're doing right now. But the instrumentation of this and the arrangements of the songs have enough surprises that you're not just like, oh, okay, jangly guitar, okay, there's reverb on the vocals. Like, no, this one stands out a little bit because of the songwriting, because of the arrangements, and it is a very interesting and cool listen. So, the Harlequins, One With You, out now, Dizzy Bird Records. Another one I'm glad to have. This is a vintage one as well. Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix in the West. This is recorded, he was popular, he was more popular in Great Britain than he was here when he first came out. When he came overseas, they recorded, or he came back over to the United States, they recorded a bunch of his shows You can see here there's one recorded at the Berkeley, a few were recorded at the Berkeley Community Center, a couple were recorded at the San Diego Sports Arena, and then there are a couple Isle of Wight recordings too. So this is all live recordings of Jimi Hendrix with, the original Jimi Hendrix experience, playing live tunes, and let's say Johnny B. Good, Blue Suede Shoes, Red House. They do a cover of Sgt. Pepper, and they do, of course, like Lil Wing and Voodoo Child. If you ever love live Hendrix, he noodles around sometimes. He gets he kind of loses his way sometimes. But man, this is a solid, solid listen.
Stand up next to a mountain. I'm jumping down.
Lastly, I played this on my 200th show, which was recently. If you want to check that out, it's number 1633. Time Has Come Today on OTRRH.com. All my archives are over there, by the way. But check that one out. A big 4-hour extravaganza. And I closed it out with a track from this album. This is Queens of the Stone Age. The album is rated R. You might recognize that one as a blue cover with a little R over here. But Queens of the Stone Age put out a special edition in Germany. And I really wanted this record. This was before they were reissuing everything in the world, 15 years ago. And they put out this special edition from Germany. I had to buy this special order because I wanted the album that bad. It's called, you can see, Rated X. Interesting artwork in this one. Just a lot of innuendo going on there. But it's the album Rated R, which is a great album. It's the second album from Queens of the Stone Age. And it was the album just before Songs for the Deaf, which was like their big, big breakout hit. Just a neat little edition of it, special enough. And it's got a bonus track on it called Ode to Clarissa, which is just a fantastic. Nick Oliveri sings on it, and it is a funny and great track. It's actually one of my favorite Queens of the Stone Age tracks. So, Queens of the Stone Age. Get the album Rated R, but I am very happy to have this edition, Rated X, in my collection. So those are my 5 favorite records for October. I hope that you enjoy. I hope that they kind of turn you on into some new music that maybe you can find. And, make sure that you check out the show every Saturday morning on B-Box Radio currently, and every Tuesday night on affinityradio.net out of Kent, UK. And you can check out all my reviews, archives, and if you're watching this video, you're probably already there, OTRRH.com. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Let me know what you think. And have a great October. Hope you're having a good autumn so far. And a shout out to all those people having to keep their head down out there in this crazy-ass world we live in. Be well. Old Time Religion. Have a great day.
There's something to this